quick what we've been talking about the last couple of days. We've been solving systems by elimination. And to do that, what we mentioned was that the equations have to be written so that you have the x terms first, the y terms second, the equal signs, and then the constants last over here. If they're written in that way, then you're ready to use elimination. And then what you need to look for is a column, like the x column or the y column, where you have a couple of opposite terms. And in this first problem that we have here, we actually have an opposite term, or what we call a zero pair in the x column. So in order to solve this problem, we just add the two equations together vertically. And when we do that, the three x's just cancel each other out. And then we have 9 plus 10y, which is 19y. And we have 30 plus negative 30, which equals 0. And then when we divide both sides by 19, I think you can see where this is going. We have found y using this elimination process, and y is just 0. Well, once we know what y is, we can take that number back up to one of the original equations and substitute it in. So let's put it in for this y here in the bottom of the equation. And so we'll be left with 3x plus 10 times 0 equals negative 30. Well, when we multiply 10 times 0, that just eliminates that term because it's 0. So we're left with 3x's, or 3x equals negative 30. Then all we have to do now is divide both sides by 3. And when we do that, we are left with x equals negative 10. So our solution then is negative 10, comma, 0. And that's how you solve using elimination. Now, the other example that we looked at yesterday was, what if we don't have an opposite in one of the columns? What if they're identical like they are in this column? Well, in that case, we have to get rid of this, the fact that they're identical. We're going to make them an opposite. In order to do that, what we did was we multiplied one of the equations by a negative 1. And then we do that, we end up with 8x minus 3y and negative 18 in that second equation. All right, so now that we've multiplied by negative 1, I'm going to remove some of these extra marks here. The second equation looks like this now, and now we can do what we did on day 1 of this, is we just add the two equations together, and the 8x's cancel out. 6y plus negative 3y equals 3y. 12 plus negative 18 is negative 6, and we divide by 3. We get y equals negative 2. And then to find x, we just plug in that negative 2 for one of our y values up here, and we calculate x. So I'll put it in the top equation because it just looks like it's easy to work with. So we've got negative 8x plus 6 times negative 2 equals 12. And then we end up with negative 8x minus 12 equals 12. And so all we have to do is add 12 to both sides. And that leaves us with negative 8x equals 24. Well, I like those numbers. I know 8 will go into 24 3 times. So my x value is going to be negative 3. So there's your two numbers, negative 3 and negative 2. And when we write them as an ordered pair, you just get negative 3, negative 2. So that's what we've done the last 2 days. That's what we're going to do on today's Alex assignment. And you can just use some box paper to show your work. Good luck, and thank you very much.